Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to be starting here in just a second. Right now, I'm just making a backup. What's everybody up to? Man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in a terrific mood today. I mean, we're wrapping up the very last of the Telvanni Cantons, or not the Telvanni Cantons, the Vivid Cantons. After that, it's just all tweaking, making sure that there's no, like, seams and stuff. A height map for Striper, huh? Interesting. Is this for the competition, or is this, like, just some secret project? Curiouser and curiouser. Swinging by for a bit to see what's going on. Fair enough, man. Welcome to the stream. So, this is what I've been up to. We're working on St. Dellen right now. And you'll notice that we have a little bit more detail in here now. I moved this building over here, over to the back, and now we don't have any of those statues that were there before, so we're going to have to replace them with something. There was a giant statue right in the center, kind of mirroring the St. Olm's Canton. So what I think I'm going to do is to have, like, 3 or 4 of them on the perimeter around here that are smaller. Just a thought. No, not for competition. He was just interested. Fair enough. You know, I like the soundtrack, but I want to go ahead and listen to something that I... Yeah. So you'll notice along here that we have some plants and stuff. We have some flower beds now. I think it looks a little bit nicer. This part still doesn't read as water at the moment, so we're gonna have to do something about that, but... Yeah, it's slowly coming together. DarkFox127, thank you so much for the host, man. I don't know if you're still there or not, but, yeah, I was checking out your stream earlier today, and, good stuff, dude.
We're watching you, scum.
Hey, Neb! Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? You gonna stick around this time, or are you gonna pop off again? So, what is the story with my laptop? Oh, God. Well... Not good. Yeah, let me start from the beginning. Okay, so... I wanted to go ahead and get a laptop. Just a simple, plain old laptop, because I wanted to do some writing for Outlander, and I didn't want to have, like, the internet and everything else distracting me. I didn't want to have a powerhouse of a computer, I just wanted, like, a little, word processor type thing, right? Like a glorified typewriter. So I got a Chromebook, and not only did I get a Chromebook, but I also got, like, the most plain Chromebook that I possibly could find. And that would be the CR48. Might not mean a lot to you, but like back when Google first announced Chromebooks, they they literally just gave away computers to their I/O developers, or to their developers at the I/O conference. These computers did not have any kind of branding at all. So, you know, like on Samsung computers or something, there is like the little Samsung logo. On Acers, there's the Acer one, and so on and so on. These ones didn't have anything. Didn't even have a Google logo on it. Just a completely flat black laptop with chiclet keys and kind of a shitty screen. Which is brilliant because I don't like wearing advertisements. Most of the time anyway. Like my entire wardrobe has like no logos or anything on them, so I'm just like, okay, cool, excellent. That's exactly what I want. First snag. Well, they don't sell those, right? Google made a run of these laptops and then they gave them away, and that's the end of the story. They don't sell them anymore. So the only way that I could pick them up is from one of two sources. I could either go to like Amazon and pick it up used there, or I could go to eBay and pick it up there. All right, whatever. I haven't used eBay in like, I'm going to say close to that 6 years now, but I've used it before and it was fine. So what the hell, I'll go ahead and use eBay. So I find this laptop and it's $65, which is a pretty damn nice price, even for like a crappy little laptop. $65, hey, that's a deal right there. Technically it was like 85, but then I talked the guy down to it because I was like, dude, I don't have a lot of money right now. He's like, oh, okay, sure, it's the holidays, whatever. Really generous. He ships off the package, and it ends up in my old address from like 6 years ago. Because I forgot, I updated my like address on everything, but I didn't update the mailing address. Oh god. Okay, so I'm on the phone. I'm freaking out. I'm trying to find somebody who I'm still friends with, who is online and also still lives in Manhattan, Kansas, which is like 3 states away right now. And okay, so I finally get somebody. On the line, and it happens to be one of my neighbors, one of my old neighbors. Lovely person, by the way. Problem is, like, the person who it was shipped to already picked it up, and it was already in his house and stuff. So now she has to go through this whole song and dance. Like, oh yeah, look here. This is my laptop, or this is my friend's laptop. I got sent to the wrong address. Blah blah blah. All right, so we finally get that sorted out. And this is like a week after like I originally bought the thing, so I'm kind of on pins and needles. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So I give her my new address, and it ships out to my current address, or at least I think. Okay, so I'm tracking this package, or at least she's tracking this package, and everything's fine, everything's good. Reaches Vegas, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this thing in a couple days. And then a couple days pass, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, why am I not getting this package? Alright, Neb, take it easy, dude. And, you know, granted, if this was like a $3,000 laptop or something, I would be like really stressed out about it or something. It's like, dude, I spent this much money and I'm going to lose it all. No, it's like $65. So this is more of like an adventure for me. I think that the universe is conspiring against me to actually get this package. But anyway, here it is. It's actually in Vegas. It's in the place that I'm living at right now. All they got to do is deliver it. So it gets shipped out. And on that day, it doesn't arrive. All right, okay. So I wait a couple days. Still doesn't arrive. Turns out what happened is she got every single part of that address right, except she forgot to go ahead and put in a, what do you say? Like an apartment number. Yeah, like a unit number. It was literally like feet from my door. And it didn't get delivered. Ugh, okay, fine, whatever. So, I go to the post office. Well, actually, technically, first what I did is I called, like, the regional office, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? They give me the runarounds. They give me the phone number for the post office. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just call them when they open up. They never answer their freaking phone. Like, why even have a phone number at that point if they're never actually going to answer it? But whatever. Okay, so we'll just go in person. So, the line's, like, through the freaking door. And I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed. As one does. So we wait, like, a couple hours. Well, no, it was probably, like, 40 minutes. Okay, we wait 40 minutes. And apparently the person who we finally get to can't help us, so he transfers this over to a supervisor. As it turns out, they held the package up until the day that I showed up, and then it got sent back. But not only did it get sent back, because this is the holiday season, there isn't a lot of priority for return mail. No, I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, doesn't it? Okay, so there isn't a priority for return mail. So that means that, one, they can't track it, or I should say, the tracking number that I have isn't being updated because the mail is literally like sitting in a warehouse right now while they deliver everybody else's gifts. And here's the best part. They don't know if the thing has a return address or not. And if it doesn't, God, if it doesn't, that means that it's going to be sitting in a warehouse for like 2 months while I have to put in an official claim on the website. But I can't do that until the tracking number actually gets updated, which it isn't being updated because they haven't actually processed it at the processing plant. Oh my god. At this point, it would be better to just buy a new computer. I swear to God, there is like some sort of Daedric lord that's just fucking with me right now. Yeah, the Daedric lord of post offices. Anyway, long story short, I'm not getting a laptop this year. That's what it is. It's Shia Gorath, man. It's because I'm not making a mod to him. I bet you that if I make a little Shia Gorath shrine... Well, actually, no. He'd probably just send me a cheese wheel or something. I don't even know. So let this be a lesson to all of you. Do not use the United States Post Office. Use like FedEx or UPS or something. My God, do not use those guys. I don't know if I like that or not. Well, I mean, there's like absolutely nothing I can do except wait at this point, so... I'm so tempted just to go ahead and buy another laptop. And then sell this one when it finally does reach me, if it finally does reach me. By the way, if anybody's curious, we're listening to the Gravity Ghost soundtrack right now. I downloaded a couple soundtracks last night. This is by the same guy who did... Ooh, that's a good question. Who is this by? Same guy who did the FTL soundtrack, yeah. So if you like FTL, you might want to check out this game. No, that's a little too ostentatious for just a little shack. By the way, I'm curious what idea you had with those fountains. Oh, yes, the fountains. Give me just a second. I want to make sure that I have them in the right place. 2 seconds. So Alistair has graciously donated some new... Oh, hey, thank you so much for the follow, man. He's donated some new fountains, and I would love to go ahead and play with these things.
I could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
Not entirely digging this music. Okay, there we go. It's just about to change that track. DR Temp. Let's take a look. Ooh, those are cool. Yeah, this one I like. I think you need a little bit of vertex shading on this. I mean, that might be different if we take it up to here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, you see how these pillars down here kind of get a little bit darker as they go down, even though this is like the same color? You don't have any of that vertex shading along this edge here. Like, you need some down here in the bottom, and then some on this inner rim. Otherwise, it looks really good. The one with the strip is much, much better. I feel like we could use these in the temple canton somewhere, actually. Let's go over there and take a look. Dear Temple Canton. No, not a texture. It's a vertex shading. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Well, let me see here. Yep, I'm only seeing one strip. This one has a strip. This one over here doesn't. So let's see, what is this? The fourth fountain doesn't have a strip. Also, something I noticed, you can optimize this model a little bit more. So if we were to go ahead and pull this up. Wow, okay, let's do it this way. You'll notice on this model that there is a lot of there's a lot of stuff that's unlinked. Like as I'm going through all these. And it's going to become more apparent as I go down. Anyway, if Greatness 7 is around, he can probably show you how to tackle this a little bit better. Okay, this is good enough to show you. You notice that each one of these waterfalls is being animated independently from another one. Right? Not only is it being animated independently, but it's also being... It has like its own like textures and materials and stuff on it. If you combine these together, it's just going to be a little bit more of an efficient model. Plus, it'll be easier to work with when you want to make changes and stuff. Like the only reason why you would want to have these independent of each other is if you had the water falling at different rates. Right, like if this one over here was falling at twice the speed as this one over here, then that would make sense why you'd want them separate. But as it stands, it's a good model. It just is not a very optimized model, if that makes sense. But no, I love the idea, and especially I love it. Something I've wanted to do for a while now is to put in a water feature right here. And then we get rid of the mushroom. That's pretty cool. I don't know, you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit off stream and see exactly where we can put these things and where it would look best, but thanks a lot, man. That's a pretty cool looking model. Okay, moving on. Yeah, there we go. I think what's going to help this place out more than anything else is when we start putting in clutter. Putting in urns, putting in barrels and crates and guar carts and stuff of that nature. And then that is going to inform us of what the space requires down here. Because it's a little difficult to judge at the moment. By the way, I mentioned this last time, but I'm going to do it again because I absolutely love this game. There is a game that's on sale on Steam right now for like $3. It started out as a mobile game, so I don't know if you're looking for something that's kind of deep and in-depth, maybe not what you're looking for because there's only like one mechanic in this entire game. It's called Badland, and you're playing as this, I don't know, almost like a goo ball or something. But the art style and especially the sound design is absolutely incredible. If you have a couple bucks to spend, might want to check it out. No, I don't like that. Oh, also another heads up. If any of you people out there are strategy fans, Planetary Annihilation is on sale at the moment for $1 on Bundle Stars. I mean, I don't know if you guys are fans of strategy or not, but hell, it's like $1. Might be worth the risk. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, I want those just a little bit bigger. And then these ones can go small again. Getting kind of an Ashlander vibe from this music. It's cool. Kind of African, tribal, earthy type of stuff. I think we might switch it up in just a second here and listen to some what is fantastic creatures and where to find them. Fantastic beasts and where to find them. Because I have been listening to that soundtrack pretty consistently, actually, since making this Canton. You know, it's funny, sometimes I'll put tracks on repeat just because they remind me of a place. So, when I was working on the Vivek exterior, not the one that you see in Dramatic Vivek, but the one that's going to come out in the next stage. A big influence was the House of Cards theme. I just had the thing on repeat and went to town. No pun intended. Okay, I want some tables and stuff. Those belong on tables. Yeah. This, right here, this little basket is like this picnic basket. I hate it so much. And I don't know why, it's completely irrational. It's just, it looks so bad to me for some reason. It's one of my least favorite models in the entire game. Yeah, there's a picnic basket model in the game, and I just absolutely loathe it. If I see it again, there it is. Like this one right here. You know what might be cool is if we had a little shrine right there. Shrine. I don't know, it looks so stupid. I suppose it could work in like imperial settlements and stuff, but you find them inside like Velothi homes, and it just irks me. Oh god, what are we talking about? Well, I mean, if they did it right, it wouldn't be that unoptimized. That's a big if, though. Okay, we need to shrink that block down. Cool. I like it. Anyway, the reason why I'm shrinking this down is because I want the texture to tile nicely. If the ground texture is nice and repeating and stuff, well, not repeating, but detailed, I guess I should say. If the ground texture is nice and detailed, it gives the illusion that it's further in the distance a little bit more credence. Okay, I want a ramp that goes down this way, and then I want like a little staircase over on this side too. Alright, so ramp goes down over here, staircase goes here, which means that this needs to be about 256, and this needs to be about 128, I think. Yeah, leaves. The leaves. You got it right. It always used to confuse me as a kid, like wolves and woofs. I thought that woofs was just an alternate way of saying wolves. English is stupid. Just gonna say it. It just doesn't follow its own rules half the time. That's why I don't like it. No, this is good. I like it. Hey, I went ahead and threw Chesko out an invite to the Discord, so maybe he'll actually show up. I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario is that he'll just say no or ignore it. Honestly, gotta say, I'm a little intimidated by Chesko because he's like a modder who has, I'm gonna say maybe millions approaching now of downloads. Like there's modders and then there's like modders, and he's in the second category. You like this soundtrack, huh? This is Gravity Ghost, I think. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we've been listening to a lot of Assassin's Creed, we've been listening to a lot of the same tracks over and over again. Hell, even FTL. And I wanted to go ahead and put in something new. Yeah, Chesko is awesome. Personally, I think it would be fantastic to have him in chat. I wouldn't have even thrown him out an invite though, because, you know, he's kind of a Skyrim modder, but then I noticed that his icon actually was kind of in the same vein as the Morrowind icon, and I'm just like, huh, you know what, I bet you he played the game originally. Or he's a fan of Morrowind, like the original titles. Why not go ahead and just reach out and see what he says? Cool thing about Chesko is, and I'm never able to catch his streams live, but he does stream on YouTube, I believe. He might even stream on Twitch as well. Of course, his stuff is a lot more, like, programmer-based. He did a few Morrowind mods, no kidding. See, Chesko's the kind of guy that, if I was in charge of TR, I would absolutely reach out to and be like, hey, forget this Skyrim crap. I say a lot nicer than that. Yeah, come join us. We're the cool kids. We're the OG modders right here. Including the HD intro cinematic replacer. Really? I didn't know that. I think I use it, in fact. That is awesome. I want some more flower beds because flower beds are awesome. In fact, I'll take both of them. So I want some flower beds that kind of wrap around. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is weird. I know that we have a square one somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. One of the advantages of having a naming scheme you actually can read. you can find things. Amazing. He also made a big expansion for a house mod, and his own game launcher that allows autosaving. You know, I didn't even know about that second part. I had to create a solution for myself for autosaving. Which is kind of like held together with duct tape, and it's a pretty ugly hack, but it still works. So it's not in a state where I want to release it. In fact, I don't even know if it would work on anything other than Windows 7, but because it uses like a batch file and kind of fires off in the background. Yeah, it works for me. I don't know if that will look better on this one here. I've said it often, but one of the things I would love to do, if ever given the opportunity, when Open Morrowind goes to a 1.0 status and we get to play around with all of those tools, is I want to go ahead and make a UI that's sort of in the same vein as Sky UI for Morrowind, so that people who come from Skyrim originally, like I have, don't have that kind of same learning curve. They can just sort of jump right back into it. I think it's this one? No, it's the other one. And then it's going to be facing this direction. No, I want it to... Come on. I'm worried that this area might look a little bit too pretty. Getting autosaving to work within Morrowind is so much harder than it seems like it should be. I thought it could be done with just like using auto hotkey. If I recall correctly, there was a command allowing something like auto trigger key after a time. Yeah, that's something you have to ask Greatness 7. The way that I have it set up is that there is a batch file that fires off in the background. When that batch file detects that a file has been added into a certain directory, it moves that file out of that directory and into a subfolder, right? So, since there is a maximum amount of saves that you can have inside of Morrowind before it says, like, it freaks out and it's like, you can't save anymore, you have to delete some of the old ones, it only detects how many save files you have when you open up that menu, right, to load something or to save something. So, all this being said, if you have a quick save feature enabled so that it just fires off every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever you set it as, and also have that batch file like repeat in the background, You can literally have unlimited saves. Now you got to remember to turn those utilities on before you do anything, but it is technically possible to do. I'm sure Chesko has like a much more elegant solution than me. One thing that I've learned from modding Morrowind, actually playing Elder Scrolls games in general, is you want to save often and you want to save a lot. Right. How should I say this? You want to save and you want to save often. There we go, that's cool. I like that. Before I completely trashed my Oblivion install, which see, the thing is, I had an Oblivion install that was working just fine. It was running off of OBMM. Yeah, Oblivion Mod Manager. So it could have used a little bit of improvement, but it was fine. Whatever, it worked. And then I messed with it. And what I did is I sort of halfway uninstalled it, and then I sort of halfway installed the Steam version instead of like the disc version. Yeah, not good. And so it's completely broken now. Like, I can't even load the damn thing anymore. Which is fine. I need to run with OBMM, or run with Mod Manager. Oblivion Mod Manager. No, what the hell am I saying? What is it called? Mod Organizer, yeah. Alright, let's put the statues back in, because I think we need to have some sort of focal point in the background. Yeah, there you are. Or when a cell changes. Interesting. I'd love to poke around and see how he did that. No, I feel like it would... Yeah, it'd have a little bit more significance if we have them all facing the front. And then that will frame this nicely. So instead of having like one giant one here, it's all aligned up against this back wall. Which, you know, I'm not entirely 100% in love with, but it works well enough. It does mean that, ooh. It does mean that we need to move this here. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really love that, but okay. See, the thing that I'm worried about here is that when you first see this canton from a distance and stuff, you don't really see the meat and potatoes of it up until you're right at this edge right here. Like, you literally have to go out a little bit before you see everything that's cool about this place. When you go to the other cantons, it's sort of the opposite, right? We have things that are situated right up here, like in this location. Well, this is a little bit too high. So about right here. So that when you walk across, it's like grand and impressive and stuff right away. I don't know, maybe we'll put some banners or something there. What's up, Bagel? How you doing, man? Yeah, you can totally hear that FTL influence in there right now. So Gravity Ghost is about... I was watching this panel a little bit ago. And it was interesting. It was a post-mortem. The lead developer was talking about how she was the original inception for the idea for the game, like the challenges that she faced while she was making it. Indie development looks very precarious. Like, just imagine spending years and years of your life not getting paid, trying to scrap together just enough money to make your project or whatever, and then at the end of all that, not having a clue whether or not it's going to sell or not. That is the unfortunate reality of a lot of indie devs out there. That is life, man. Like, any rational person would be like, no, I'm not gonna... No, thank you. Don't know what this is about me. At any rate... Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, if we have a corner piece here that sort of frames that bit here. We would need to stop it about here. Yeah, like right here. Okay, we can work with that. So let me ask you this, guys. It's been a long time since Morrowind has was launched, and I'm guessing that you must have gone through like a dozen characters or so in that time. What is something that you keep on regularly doing in your games? Like, is there an item that you just have to get, like the Boots of Blinding Speed, or is there like a mission that you, or a quest line that you absolutely have to do for every single one of your characters? I mean, besides like the main quest. Hell, a lot of people don't even do the main quest. Yeah, I want this place to feel like a garden, I think. I mean, the outside certainly does, so. Becoming Telvanni, yes! Yes, absolutely. Telvanni Best House. Telvanni House, Best House. Usually you do the quest and set a name involving the dead tax collector to get money. Okay, I could see that, yeah. Gotta get some funding for your adventuring before you head out into the wild unknown. Ooh, I like that better. You know, I was surprised to hear that. You remember the cat that was in the Khajiit that was in Balmora? Like, a lot of people kill him and use his residence as a home for themselves, which I always thought was kind of a little bit mean. Then again, he does kind of cheat you, so maybe it's not entirely unwarranted. He's just trying to make a profit, that's all.
Share some sugar, sweet skooma.
I think these houses are a little bit too distributed. Yeah. There's a little bit too much space between them. Also, there's not a lot of height here, is there? Let's see. We have two buildings that could potentially work. Let's get rid of these things. Yeah, I like it right about here. And then we might keep the buildings, like the smaller ones, in the back. Okay. But that does mean that I need to clear out a little area right here.
Bothersome creature.
Jump enhanced pants. Hey, there you go. McJump pants. Constant night eye. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the Khajiit just naturally get night eye? Can't they just like see in the dark? Or am I thinking Skyrim? Scrib cabbage. Oh, hey, I completely forgot about these. Come on. There we go. I bet having some lampposts is going to help. Yeah. For 99% of your gameplays, you're Dunmer. Same as Skyrim, you think? You have Night Eye, but it's a power you activate. Oh, that's right. Like, I have a Night Eye toggle, mod. So it's not like a power, it's just a... something you can turn on and off at will. You know what I'm saying. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. You know, something I'd consider doing, there is a mod inside of Skyrim that basically just adds these lampposts throughout the main roads on your playthrough. They even have people who walk by and then can activate those lanterns as they walk by. Which I thought was a nice touch. Might be a good mod for Morrowind. Might be a good mod for Oblivion, actually. I could see that being in Oblivion a lot more than I could see it in Morrowind. I bet they both could fit. Okay, tell you what. I like the idea of having a road that kind of curves around like this. Maybe there's a ramp there or something. In which case, we should have like a stall here. Right now, I'm just kind of laying down these mats, so it gives me a guide as to where the roads are going to go. Yeah, Lanterns of Skyrim is an awesome mod. There is one for Oblivion, actually. Really? Can you throw me a link on that? I would love to Love to play around with that in the next playthrough. Okay, now I want one that only has one. By the way, these lantern posts that I'm putting in right now are kind of directly inspired by the Dragonborn ones. So that's why it might look a little bit familiar. Chesko's on Discord. Is he hanging out in chat right now? Tell you what, man, give him my best. I'm streaming right now, so I can't actually get on Discord myself, but just tell him I said hi. You know, I know you're not going to be able to see it from most angles, but I think it would be cool to have a ladder in the back. Let's see, an hour and 11 minutes. I think I'm good for about another 40 minutes or so. And then I need to pop off again. Which is cool. We're just doing like detailing today. Mostly anyway. Like last time we streamed, we knocked out how most of this place would look. Oh, yeah. We have like this entire back section that needs to get done. I forgot about that. I'll think about it. It might be cool to have like fountains in the front here as well. You know, in fact, I am gonna get rid of this section here. Not because I think it looks bad, but we had a section like this entire complex rotated 90 degrees exactly where this is at right now. Well, technically it was closer to here, but it was at the same orientation and in about the same spot, and it didn't look good because this lighted walkway was competing with this lighted walkway that's perpendicular to it. So we need to be cognizant of what's already in the scene. You know, I don't know if we're going to be able to find a place for this building here. That's a tricky one. We might just have to forego it altogether. Ooh, what happens if we stick it right here? Right, so it's out of the field of view. No, but you're still catching the top of it. It would have to be directly on the back here, wouldn't it? So it would have to be about here? We would need to slot it in right here. If that's going to work at all. Is that something we want to do? Yeah, because it looks better than what is already there. Okay. We can do that. Might require a little bit of tweaking here. Man, that is really squished in there. But I kind of like it that way. Okay. And then we can move some of the other stuff around it. So yeah, it's a little bit broken right now, but that's fine. We can fix it. So, 10 points for anybody who can tell me. What is Saint Dellen the patron saint of? Does anybody know off the top of their heads? This is probably the best canton in your opinion. You know, I'm kind of partial to the Telvanni one myself, but I'm liking it. It's pretty cool so far. It's feeling like a city to me. Isn't the Saint of Pottery or something? I think it's the... I could be wrong on this. I think it's the glassworking. That's what it is. Might have been pottery too, now that I stop and think about it. I don't know, does anybody want to look that up? I'm just saying, if it's glassworking, we might want to put a glass forge down here somewhere. In some location. Pottery and glass, yeah, there you go. Okay, if that's true, we have to put in some glassworking stuff. Where's an area that has enough space? I'm thinking this place back here. What game engine am I using? Right now this is the Gamebryo game engine. But technically we are modding the game called Morrowind, which came out in about 2002. Right? 2002? If you're curious about the project, there is a link down below in the description that has a gallery filled with all sorts of stuff you can like take a look at. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna start placing a couple of these ordinator guys, a couple of police officers down here just to wander around in locations that we know are gonna be safe. Right, so we'll have one that's sort of patrolling back and forth along this corridor. And then we'll have like a couple over on the street that we're going to build. And then maybe one in the back here too. Yeah, we'll do like two on the street. Probably one over here too. Something that I want to do is to put in a script so that these ordinators, or maybe it's like a different maybe we'll copy this reference and then edit the script so that he's always holding the torch. So that as this character moves throughout the scene, it gets illuminated differently because of his movement. That would be nice. Do I have a new recording device? Well, I have a new microphone, if that was what you mean. Welcome to the stream, man. It's been like, I don't know, it's been a while, hasn't it? Okay, let's, So, Flixer, are you in the competition this year? Are you on a team, or did you decide to just kind of be a spectator this time? How do you like it, by the way? 84 years. I don't think Morrowind's been out that long. Could be wrong. I don't know, it was a little bit before my time, but not that much. Yeah, you came at a good time. Right now we're kind of putting up the finishing touches on this canton. What competition? Good question. There's a competition by Dark Elf Guy right now going on. I don't know if there's a prize or not, but there's a lot of people in chat who are participating. A lot of people in chat and a lot of people on Discord who are pitching in and helping out. And I think, yeah, this week's competition was all about house mods. So you had to make a house mod with 2 or 3 other people. Gotta say, I love the format. I was a little bit dubious to begin with because of all those like additional rules on judges and stuff, but I love the idea of a competition that's like a game jam where you're working with 3 or 4 other people, or 2 or 3 other people, I should say. Because I think the number's capped at 4. Okay, because that's how it would be in real life. I mean, well, in real life, quote unquote. If you were on a development team, you would be working with a lot of other people. Or at least a couple. Okay, I think we want to focus on the fountains right now. That's gonna help sell the idea that this is a pond back here. We were literally 10 the first time you played Morrowind. Is that a fact? Well, that's okay. You still have maybe, I mean, I didn't play Morrowind until 2014, so. Yeah, I'm missing a chunk, aren't I? So it was 13 years ago. I think he might be giving away a Steam game. I can't quite remember if there was prizes involved or not. But mostly it's for the glory. No, I think 2's fine, and then we'll have a third one that's rotated. Yeah, but it might be at the same height, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Your first RPG was Goth. Yeah, what was everybody's first RPG? I want to say mine was Dragon Age Origins. I mean, you could technically say that it was Mass Effect. Sort of. But as far as fantasy RPG goes, I think it was Dragon Age Origins. Pretty sure. Which, by the way, if you've never played it, you might want to pick it up. It's a fantastic game. It's probably on sale right now. Or if it's not on sale right now, it's probably going to be because of the winter Steam sale. I don't exactly remember why it was that I picked it up in the first place. I think it was because I loved Mass Effect so much. And I was looking for a title that was sort of kind of Mass Effect-y. And BioWare just happened to have a fantasy game, and it was like, well, whatever. I'm not huge... Whatever, I'll give it a shot. No expectations that it would actually be good. And you know what? It actually was. So, shows what I know. Yeah, we need some urns. Was Temple of the Elemental Evil. I've never even heard of that. Do you have a screenshot? I think we might put up a retaining wall right here. Yeah, that would help define the space, I think. Baldur's Gate, yeah. That's another title that I haven't played, but it's on my list, man. You know what I'm most looking forward to about finally completing this mod? Is I'll be able to go through some of those old legacy titles again. I'll have the time to play Baldur's Gate. I'll have the time to play... it was a Planescape Torment, yeah. That's another title that I'm so super excited to try. A friend of mine just bought Tyranny, so I'm thinking that I might pop over to his house and see what that's all about. Next chance I get, anyway. Yeah, that looks way cooler. I love the interface. I mean, it's just so minimal. I'm guessing that, are you controlling an army here? Because a lot of these portraits look exactly the same, right? And I'm guessing that you're not controlling every single one of these. So maybe there's the people that you're fighting. Although you have this one selected, so I'm thinking that this is like a hero character, possibly, potentially. It's pretty cool. Looks like they might be being healed or something. I don't know, it's got me curious. Tyranny is amazing, London Rook. I'm currently on my second playthrough. Morrowind, Neverwinter Nights, and Gothic 2. This is a combat screen. Well, it shows what I know. I am completely a noob when it comes to RPGs. Right, we were gonna put in a stall here, weren't we? And then we never did. We were gonna put in a stall. So where is my stall stuff? Suppose that'll work. Actually, I want to put in a retaining wall for you first. That sort of continues down this way. That feels a bit weird to me. I know that I've used these pieces before. Oh, wait, I know what it is. Yeah. I've used these pieces before, but they're not in this mod. Wow, I don't want it to go that far. That is damned inconvenient. So, is it a turn-based RPG, or is it a real-time one? Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like a hybrid between the two. I've never heard of a... Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Like the last game that I played that had like rounds for combat and then that was completely separated out from the rest of the game was, I want to say Age of Wonders 3. Which I got to the second level and then I I got distracted with Morrowind again. Unfortunately, because I really do like that game. I want to play it some more. I just don't have enough time. Like, there's a toolkit that I want to play around with when I get a moment. It's called Marmoset, and it's for making sprite-based things. Like pixel art and stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Hopefully you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. Okay, now we're just putting in the roof in this place. But yes, this is the last canton that we've been tasked to work with. Which is wonderful news. Come on. I have done so many of these things. Okay, so for those of you out there who... I know we got a fair chunk of people out there who are Elder Scrolls fans. What is your favorite game that isn't Elder Scrolls? Ah, but also isn't an RPG. See, I know if TrainWiz was here, he would say like Train Simulator 2016 or something. What is your favorite game that isn't a role-playing game? Okay, there we go. Narrowing it down to one favorite game is so hard. Yeah, that's why I asked, though. It's a fun game. It's a fun question. Okay, so I'm liking how this part over here is shaping up. This is the amount of detail that we want to add into the rest of the scene that's over here. And then once we do that, we'll be pretty much good to go. Like, the only thing after that that needs to get done is to build the new kit so that we have actual streets that we can place inside of the location. I think there also might be a little bit too much space here too. So maybe we'll put in a garden or something along this location. Yeah, and then we'll have a wall up here too. I'll go first. So, my favorite game that isn't a role-playing game is actually one that has a lot of world building in it. It's called Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Talked about it once or twice on stream. And it's funny because whenever I say that, people were like, what? Well, you like Morrowind, but you also like a game that has absolutely nothing to do with any of like those tropes? What? That doesn't make sense. And it influences you too? Stop talking crazy. But no, I absolutely love that game. It's 20 years on now. Don't think they did a really good job with the remake, quote unquote. But then again, they weren't trying to. Just a lot of the systems that they put into place were really experimental, and some of them didn't work, but a lot of them were a lot more deep and rich and interesting than the systems that are even coming out today. See, my first love is strategy games when it comes to video game. Strategy or simulation, as in like a flight sim or something. Not flight sim. What am I thinking of? Like you're flying around in a starfighter. Those types of games. Not like you're a tycoon. Yeah, I'm letting my sci-fi roots show right now, but that's what I'm into. Jazz Jackrabbit 2, yes! That is a perfect game. Well, pretty close anyway. Heroes of Might and Magic, I'm guessing, right? Okay. Let's see, what other buildings have we already made that we can slide into the same? Because I think there's like one or two left. Yeah, we got these ones here. I gotta say, I don't like the slow speed in which this is coming together. It's kind of like pulling teeth, but on the other hand, I'm sort of okay with the direction that it's going. It's just taking a long time to get there. Okay, that helps out a little bit. I still say that we need to have something up here, like a statue or maybe some banners that are hanging down, a sculpture of some sort. I mean, I'm halfway tempted to raise all of this stuff about 300 units. The reason why I'm reticent against doing that, though, is that the closer that we have these buildings to where you're actually going to be stepping, the easier it is that that illusion is going to break. Right, the illusion that these things are full scale. It's tricky, man. If we were working in full scale, it literally would be easier to arrange this scene. Okay, we'll leave that there for right now. Plague Hush, thank you so much for the host, man. I'm going to be streaming for about another maybe 30 minutes or so, and then that is going to be it for me. Okay, we have the streets here. So I'm guessing that we want to have an entrance. Well, no, okay. We have the entrances over here and here, and we have the road that goes up towards the back, so we can actually take this thing out and then pop that somewhere else. Ah, Terraria. Got a friend of mine who plays that non-stop. Keeps trying to get me into the game too, and I'm like, dude, there is no way that I can play an open-ended thing and still work on Outlander. Like, it's the same reason why I don't play SimCity anymore. I don't know what it says about me, but the older that I get, the more that I want to play casual games. Like stuff that doesn't require a lot of investment. Like time investment, I mean. And it's a pretty horrible thing, too. Because I know that there's awesome games being made out there that are just incredible. Okay, I know it's a little bit early, but I think I'm going to end the stream here because we're at a good place right now, and... well, hold on, there's like one other thing that I want to do. Just a quick note here. But I am going to go ahead and call it here. And then I'm going to be on tomorrow, where we can finish this thing out completely. Or hell, I might even do that tonight. But yeah, I think it's good. I think we're on the right track. Hey guys, if you like what you saw here and you want to check out some more of my stuff, you totally can. We got the videos on demand here on the Twitch channel, so feel free to check those out at your own leisure. We also have a Discord and a Steam group, and a Twitter account too, that's going to give you notifications for whenever I am streaming. So feel free to sign up to those too if you want. I think I'm going to be hanging out in the Discord for a little bit longer. Before finally taking off today. Still can't wait for release. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. TD8, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you everybody for watching out there, and I hope you have a good one. Take it easy.